Most people associate the word Medicare with retirement, but did you know if you qualify for Social Security disability, that Medicare can start much earlier than age 65? Hi, I'm Larry Goist, owner of LMS Insurance Group, where we help seniors navigate the Medicare Maze. So in today's short video, I'm telling you guys all about Social Security disability and Medicare. And I'm going to go over three real basic topics. So number one, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the different types of Social Security benefits that people are entitled to. Number two, I'm going to tell you how SSDI affects your health insurance. And then thirdly, I'm going to tell you exactly how Social Security disability affects your Medicare. And that's all coming up next. Hey, before I dive in, don't forget to like our channel. Definitely subscribe if you find this helpful. I really do appreciate you doing that. Okay, so I want to start this video with a real basic overview of the different types of Social Security benefits that you could be awarded, because this is very confusing for people. You hear terms like SSI, retirement, SSD, and a lot of people don't know the differences between those benefits. So for starters, the most common benefit is going to be your retirement benefit. And that is the Social Security benefit that you could take as early as age 62, and you could delay it all the way till age 70. And every month you delay from age 62 to 70, that benefit grows. In fact, the difference between taking Social Security at 62 and at age 70 is almost a 30% difference in your monthly benefit. Okay, now the second type of Social Security benefit that you might have heard about is called a survivor benefit. And that is exactly what the word entails. That is going to be for a widower, of somebody that had lost their spouse, or even for an ex-spouse. Okay, you were divorced when your ex-spouse died, but now you can claim off of their record. And that's called a survivor benefit. So that's the second type of Social Security benefit to know about. Okay, now the third benefit that you should know about is called SSI, which stands for Supplemental Security Income. And this benefit is for individuals that have a severe physical or mental condition that limits their ability to work. And the second part of this that makes it SSI is that that individual did not have the work credits to qualify for SSD. So if you didn't work for 10 years and pay taxes, and they break it down to quarters, so if you didn't pay 40 quarters into Social Security taxes and you're disabled, whether it came on in your early 20s or if it came on in adolescence, that's when you get SSI benefits. So this is for someone who's either physically or mentally disabled, but they did not have the 10 years paid into Social Security to qualify for SSD. Okay, now the last benefit, and really what this video is all about, is your SSDI benefit, which is your Social Security disability. And you qualify for SSDI when you had your 10 years paid into Social Security, right, or 40 quarters, and then you became disabled. Okay, so how does Social Security disability affect your health insurance? Well, once you were awarded Social Security disability, in that immediate future, it doesn't affect your health insurance. So you have to obtain health insurance from either the marketplace, which is also referred to as Obamacare, or perhaps you're covered from your spouse's group employer plan at work, or the third scenario would be that you actually qualified for Medicaid. So if you were low income, if you had low income and low resources, then you might have Medicaid. But in the first 24 months you're awarded Social Security disability, you don't have health insurance. So however you were receiving health insurance prior, whether that was Medicaid, the marketplace, or a spouse's work plan, you would just continue using that insurance for the first 24 months on Social Security disability. Now, once you've received 24 Social Security disability payments, now you are automatically going to be enrolled in Medicare. So your Medicare benefits are going to start on your 25th month of SSDI entitlement. Okay, so what do you need to know about Social Security, disability, and Medicare? Well, again, for starters, on your 25th month of SSDI benefits, you are going to have Medicare A and B. And you don't need to sign up for this. You're actually going to be auto-enrolled. And what that means is the government is actually going to start withholding $185 a month from your Social Security check to have Medicare. Now, the government is not going to pick an insurance plan for you, okay? So let me be clear. You will be automatically enrolled in Parts A and B, but you will not be enrolled in a Part D drug plan, a Part C Medicare Advantage plan, or a Medigap plan. You would actually have to go out and do that on your own through a licensed insurance broker. Now, it is important to note that if you're low income and you qualify for Medicaid, you don't have to pay that Part B Medicare premium. You can work with your state's Medicaid agency and your state will actually pick that cost up for you. But if you don't qualify for Medicaid, you're going to have $185 less in your Social Security benefit on your 25th month of entitlement, and that's for Medicare Part B. Okay, so now that you have Medicare, okay, you want to keep in mind that 93% of people on Medicare, they don't just have Medicare, okay? They have either a Medicare supplement, which is also called a Medigap plan, or they have a Medicare Advantage plan, or they have some kind of group retiree plan that goes with their Medicare. So again, 93% of people are doing something outside of original Medicare, which means if you want coverage in addition to original Medicare, you're going to have to take action and you're going to have to look for a plan that's suitable for your needs. Now, as of 2025, 21% of people on Medicare are enrolled in Medigap plans. However, if you're not 65 yet, most states will not sell you Medigap insurance. Now, there are a few states that are an exception to that rule, so make sure you check with a broker or a state health insurance assistance person in your state to find out if you're in one of those states where you can buy Medigap. But the majority of the time, you cannot buy a Medigap plan until you turn 65. So because of that, most people under 65 that have Medicare, right, and they have Medicare because of Social Security disability, most people end up with a Part C Medicare Advantage plan prior to turning 65. And that's because they don't really have any other options, okay? They can keep original Medicare A and B and pair it with a drug plan, or they can enroll in a Part C Medicare Advantage plan. And now that you're on Medicare, you're playing by the same rules as everybody else in terms of when you could change plans. So if you miss your window to enroll in an Advantage plan or a drug plan, then you would make changes, whether it being adding coverage or changing coverage during the annual enrollment period. And the annual enrollment period is October 15th till December 7th every year. So it's my advice that you should start looking for plan options, whether it's a standalone Part D plan or whether you want to pair a Part C Advantage plan to your Medicare. You want to start looking at these options on your 20th month of entitlement for Social Security disability. Because by your 20th month, you are 4 months away from your Medicare benefits starting. As I mentioned earlier, when you turn 65, you now have an opportunity to buy Medigap because you are in your Medicare Supplement Open Enrollment period. And your Medicare Supplement Open Enrollment, it starts the first day of your birth month when you're 65, and it lasts for 6 months. So for people that have SSDI, it is imperative that if you want to pick up a Medigap plan, and you don't want to go through medical underwriting, and you don't want to have to worry about being turned down, you need to apply for your Medigap plan in that 6-month window. And again, that's 6 months from the first day of your birth month of when you turn 65. And it's also important to note that in that same window, you're actually allowed to change Part C Advantage plans too. So when you turn 65, You could pick a different Part C Advantage plan if you want, rather than waiting to open enrollment. Or you could sign up for a Medigap plan that's offered in your state. Okay guys, so to conclude, again, if you are awarded Social Security disability payments, you are going to be automatically enrolled in Medicare on your 25th month of entitlement. You are allowed to pick up a Part C Medicare Advantage plan at any age if you have Medicare A and B. So if you feel that pairing a Part C Advantage plan will work good with your Medicare, you can absolutely do that. Now, you will have a one-time window, which is called your Medicare Supplement Open Enrollment, and that starts when you turn 65 if you want to purchase Medigap coverage. When you turn 65, you could also just stay enrolled in the current Part C Medicare Advantage plan that you have, if that's what you choose to do. But like I said earlier, be sure to check with your state on the specific rules on purchasing Medigap plans, because not all states are the same. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you next time. Larry Goist, LMS Insurance Group.